Okay, well look, here we are once again. It's Ron Carty. It's the Patio Expat Club. We're at the Hotel Barracuda. It's Tuesday morning. And as always, here I am with our speakers today, Dr. Rekop, okay?
Hello.
Hey, please say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody. My name is Dr. Rekop from PEC Taveesuksiri Hospital.
Very good. Excellent. Right. You were talking about common risk problems, is that right?
Yeah. I choose this topic because the wrist problem, the wrist pain, and the wrist the numbness is becoming increasing more common in our OPD in the hospital because in our daily activity we use a lot of hand, we perform a lot of repetitive movement using the smartphone, using the keyboard.
Okay, no, very good. What I liked about it was as you were talking, and we're going to go through what you were talking about, everybody was looking at their hands and their fingers, so it shows you it was a very good talk, very participative, okay? But you mentioned that there were three groups.
Right.
What were the three groups?
The three major group of the problem in hand. The first one is the disease that comes from the overuse or repetitive movement.
Yes.
The second one is the disease which comes from the trauma or accident, and the third one is from the age-related degeneration.
No, very good. And we'll look briefly at each one, but the first one, which was overuse, I found particularly interesting. Simply because you were talking about the problems here, and like most of our people, or I've got them, but it's come from riding the bike and everything, all right? But that's the most problem. Now, you spoke about three symptoms. What are the three symptoms?
The most common disease is the carpal tunnel syndrome, right? Which can come with the three symptoms. The symptom is pain, numbness, and weakness.
I've got all three.
The important characteristic is you would feel pain and numbness in your thumb, index, and middle finger.
Yes.
Right? And if the disease progresses enough, it could cause weakness of hand grip.
Yeah, no, I agree. And it's funny because I play a lot of racket sports and I'm finding that's happening, holding the racket not so strong. But then you ran through briefly some treatments.
Oh, yeah. So for the treatment, if you're experiencing any symptom, the thing that you could do by yourself is avoid the repetitive movement.
Right.
Try to not keep your hand in the wrong position for a long time, which is this position right here. You slightly bend your wrist.
This is what everybody was following you now.
This position, you use it a lot when you were driving or using your computer.
You mentioned that.
Yeah, so you try to adjust the position and maybe using a cushion on your keyboard, right, to keep the wrist straight. Right?
Oh, interesting. No, really good. And then what's this thing about the trigger finger? I've made a note about trigger finger. That's sprung out at me.
Trigger finger is the second most common disease in hand. It comes from the repetitive movement of gripping and release of the finger.
Okay.
And it causes the obstruction from the swollen tendon.
Interesting.
Right? It's causing painful and locking.
Yes, and it's funny, so many people are nodding, because our age group as well. We're going to talk about that in a moment as well, but really good, okay? And then you went on to the second group, which is trauma and accidents, and you started off with something that I found very interesting, which was the silent killer. Can you explain to everybody what the silent killer is?
So the silent killer, as we would like to say in the orthopedics, is the osteoporosis. When you become more aged, your bone quality decrease.
Yes.
But because of the hormone and the intake, so the bone become more brittle and easily to break, more fragile. And if you fall down, you might have broken hip.
And that happens a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And then you were talking about the different ways to handle some breaks or whatever it is, but you mentioned the importance of immobilization.
Yeah, the immobilization is important because, for example, if you fall on your wrist and you have a severe painful in your wrist, even though the X-ray might not showing the obvious fracture, but there is an injury.
Something's in there.
Yeah, there is an injury. Keep it immobilized, help the blood flow, reduce the inflammation, and stabilize the the ligament and tissue. It helps a lot, and also it prevents the motion which can further damage your bone.
Now you put on the slide there a plaster cast. All right. But can you go and get something that's not as stiff? Can you go and get one of these sporting supports? Does that help at all?
Depends on the injury.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, but if it's like the minor injury, no fracture was seen, you could use the commercial one.
Yes.
It's also good because this one you can take it off when you take a shower.
Yeah. And of course the other one you've got to hang up there. Very good. And then finally the one that really applied to all of our members and the majority of the people that are watching now is that age related, okay? Which affects us. You mentioned this terrible word, arthritis.
Yeah, the rising star of the arthritis, the age related disease as of today is the arthritis of the thumb. It happened because nowadays we use a lot of smartphone.
Yes.
And we were using our thumb to sliding through the.
Although I've got to stop you. That's for the younger people. The older people use their phone like that. True or not? But anyway, go on.
Right. So it's becoming more and more common, and younger people are affected by it too.
Yeah.
Right. So. In turn, we recommend to use your phone and adjust your position. You hold your phone with the other hand like this, and you're sliding through it.
Good.
Like this.
Good. No, excellent. No, I agree. And then the treatment activity modification.
Yeah.
Which really means stop doing it.
Yeah. The activity modification is the adjustment of the position, as I was saying. Like instead of using the phone like this, try using it like this. And if you are going to grab a cup of coffee, instead of pinching it and grab it up like this, try to hold it firmly and lift it up.
It's just a matter of breaking habits, being aware and then breaking a habit. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Isn't it? And you made everybody aware, right? So thank you for that. And then you finish with your take-home message. So please share your take-home message with everybody online.
For the take-home message for today, I would like to emphasize on the activity modification, which is the adjustment of the posture. Try not to hold your hand in this position for a long time. Try to avoid the repetitive movement. And if you have to do the repetitive movement, have a frequent stretching is a good thing, right? And also for the trauma. For the accident, I would suggest if you are a female over 65 and a male over 70 years, you might be better to go to the hospital and have the screening for the osteoporosis.
All right, no, really, very good. Excellent. I'm going to say thank you very much for a fantastic talk.
Thank
and
you.
As always, my pleasure to present you with a certificate.
Thank you.
So really good. You're going to have to come back because it was a very, very interesting talk.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So here we are. Look, another good day, another good speaker, good topic, relevant to everybody. So come along to us next Tuesday, Hotel Barracuda, right? Breakfast, camaraderie, interesting speakers, all good stuff. So see you all next Tuesday.